Today on CCX News, meeting Crystal's new top cop. We learn more about Chief Brian Hubbard and his non-traditional career path into law enforcement. Thanks for joining us. Brian Hubbard took over the job as Crystal's police chief last week, following the retirement of Stephanie Reverend. I sat down with the Crystal native to learn more about his vision for the department going forward.
So if I could have Chief Brian Hubbard step up.
On July 15th at Crystal City Hall, an official changing of the guard, as Brian Hubbard was officially sworn in as Crystal's police chief. It's a role that wasn't exactly a lifelong goal.
In my wildest dreams, I never would have thought that I would have been a cop, let alone sitting in the chief's chair.
Hubbard has spent 20 years in law enforcement, including the last 7 here in Crystal, the community where he grew up. But prior to that, he spent 17 years with the YMCA, starting at the bottom and working his way up to the executive level.
And I loved that career, loved the job, loved the people, loved everything about it. But being a nonprofit executive of a building that was open 363 days a year was not very family friendly.
Since switching to law enforcement, he's been an officer, a sergeant, and a deputy chief. But he also gives back. He raises money for various nonprofits and serves as the president of the Law Enforcement Memorial Association, where he helps to organize officer funerals.
Highest honor, hands down, of my professional life as my involvement in Lima.
Hubbard now takes over a department with more than 30 sworn officers. It's his goal to continue the work he started with his predecessor, Stephanie Reverend.
We have a mission here, and our mission is to serve people with compassion, integrity, and professionalism. And that's not just a tagline. That's what we should be doing in all of our interactions, good, bad, or indifferent. So I'd like to continue that.
It's a mark he wants to leave on the department and the city.
My goal still remains to make sure that I'm helping the people that do the real work serve this community as best we can, and I'm honored to be a part of the team that's doing that.
Despite his increased workload, the 53-year-old chief says he still plans to remain in his role as president of Minnesota's Law Enforcement Memorial Association. Brooklyn Park police say a suspect in a girl's murder earlier this month has been arrested in Ohio. Police say 25-year-old Melchizedek Kapan of Maple Grove was taken into custody on Friday. As of Monday, Ohio jail records show he was awaiting extradition to Minnesota. He is accused of shooting 17-year-old Zoe Kapanlin on the night of July 1st. A motive has not yet been disclosed for the shooting. The suspect faces charges of second-degree murder. Another candidate has filed to run for the vacant seat held by the late state representative Melissa Hortman. Brooklyn Park business owner Ruth Bittner is the first Republican to enter the race in House District 34B. She joins 3 DFL candidates. Bittner says she wants to be a voice that represents all people, saying she is willing to reach across the aisle to negotiate. The special election will be held on September 16th, with the special primary election on August 12th. A new restaurant in Brooklyn Park is mixing American classics with Brazilian flair. In this edition of Business Matters, Kevin Miller takes us inside Crumbs and Coffee.
There's not many good places to go for breakfast in the neighborhood.
If the name didn't make it obvious.
So I think it's going to be a very good option for the community around here.
Crumbs and Coffee puts a new twist
Homemade fresh too, yeah.
on your favorite breakfast classics.
It's a mix between Brazilian culture and American breakfast.
You'll find staples like fresh bread, eggs, and bacon.
Right now we do the classic breakfast, egg bennet, some signature plates, huevos rancheros.
Along with sandwiches and sweet treats.
So this is a dulce de leche roll, so it's kind of like a cinnamon roll, but it's like a dulce de leche is another product from Brazil that you only can find in Brazil.
It wasn't like a typical caramel roll. The sauce was thicker and it was really good.
There's also a small market specializing in Brazilian food.
We got a chocolate, a goiabada, heart of palms, products from Brazil. You cannot find anywhere here in our regular stores.
It's a unique offering in the heart of Brooklyn Park. And even though they've only been open about 3 weeks, their customers say it's a welcome addition to the neighborhood.
Especially like an independent shop. There's a lot of chains.
Didn't know what to expect, but the food was excellent. I'll definitely be back. First time, but I'll be back.
And we are very excited to be here.
In Brooklyn Park, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
Crumbs and Coffee is at the corner of 85th and Zane. It's open daily from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Meanwhile, a new restaurant is planned in the Ramada by Wyndham hotel space in Plymouth. Bombay Pizza Kitchen plans to take the space of the former Boss's Pizza and Chicken. It's described as a fast casual Indian pizzeria. It currently has a location in Eden Prairie. According to Plymouth City documents, the new restaurant will offer occasional live music as well as outdoor seating. Finally, this segment, the Plymouth Community Center Art Gallery comes to life thanks to a pencil. Plymouth artist Colleen Cosgrove has her work on display featuring pencil and charcoal drawings. The exhibit runs through the end of August. We leave you now with more of what you're going to see.
Finals for the USA Cup soccer tournament took place over the weekend. The Maplebrook boys U16 team advanced to the championship of their playoff bracket. Ches Moots has the highlights.
Maplebrook won both their quarterfinal and semifinal round games, each by 2 goals, taking on the Texas Warriors in the finals. Not many highlights in the first half. Early in the second, looked like Maplebrook almost had the first goal of the game in a scrum. Not long after, the Warriors thought they had a goal. A nice stop by Maplebrook's keeper, Ray Chandra, to keep it scoreless. Maplebrook with another grade A look here. A couple close shots on net, but no dice. Some good defense by Texas's back line. Late in the second half, Warriors with possession. Eli Gonzalez shot on net off the post. Oscar Cigaroa crashes in, gets scrappy, and gets the first goal of the match. Maplebrook had a free kick under a minute to play, but couldn't muster anything up. The Texas Warriors take the title in the U16 boys silver bracket. In Blaine, Chas Moots, CCX Sports.
Summer team workouts for high school athletes are wrapping up next week. At Champlin Park Volleyball, a new head coach is taking over a well-established program.
Amy Fono-Chi is no stranger to Champlin Park Volleyball. A 2007 CP graduate, she spent 4 years as a varsity assistant a decade ago, and last season as the Rebels 9A coach. But now she's the program's head coach, taking over for John Yunker, who left for Lakeville North this spring.
It's great. It's fun. It's exciting. I always hope to, be here long term as on the coaching staff. So it's fun to step into this new role.
We really like her. She's really nice. She's coached here before, so she knows the community. She knows what she's doing, and we're excited to get started with her. It's gone great. She is super attentive to all of our needs, and she's a really great person and a really great coach. And we've worked well with her so far, and really excited to see her in her coaching mode. Yeah, it's been going great.
While full-on preseason practices are still 4 weeks away, these summer workout sessions are important too.
Just kind of working on all aspects, getting good reps, and just getting as many touches as we can, and obviously having fun, right, during summer. Everyone that comes in here, you get good reps, you get to talk and meet everyone, like the incoming freshmen, you get to connect with them and bond with them. Spending time with your upcoming team is really important.
Coach Fono-Chi retains the same varsity assistants from the past several years, Al Axness and Danielle Bailey, and doesn't anticipate a lot of changes here.
John did a lot of really great things. He created and set up a lot of wonderful systems that keep things running efficiently. Now, I'm a different person, and that's just, the reality of things. So things will change a little bit, but we're not going to fix anything that's not broken.
The Rebels, along with all other fall sports teams, begin practice for the new season on August 11th.
Using swim baits for catching bass and walleyes is the subject of this week's CCX Summer Fishing Tip. Here's Terry Tuma.
Swim baits are very, very productive lure for not only bass but also for walleye. The big factor here is the profile of the swim bait and also the color and the size. And let's talk about size. In water temperatures that are colder, maybe a front coming through, a lot of fishing pressure, go to the smaller sizes like a 2.5 to 3 inch size. And then too, if the activity level, if the fish are really, really biting, then you can use the larger ones. All the way up to 5 to 6 inches are going to be very productive. And here you want to vary your retrieves, a slow retrieve, a faster retrieve, sort of twitch the rod tip. These are all ways of catching these fish. But do work with that versatility factor. And again, too, they work not only for bass, but also a great walleye producer. And then here too, you want to use a spinning rod and reel so you can cast a certain distance or further distances, and that'll help you targeting those fish that you're after. But do give them a try. Yes, you can start out also with matching the food sources, the size of the food source, and then also the color. That's a good starting point, but do not get hung up on just that procedure.